But there are ways to scare yourself. Little guys go find a big guy in a bar and pick a fight with him and get their fucking ass kicked. I'm not recommending that either. You want the adrenaline to respond when you want it to respond, not when somebody else makes it. You want it to do it yourself. You want it to be a conscious effort on your part to get pumped up. They fought trench warfare. The Germans 50, 60 meters there, and the Allies here. And then there'd be some young lieutenant, as they say in this country, with a swagger stick and a whistle and a pistol. And when he blew the whistle, after he gave Dutch courage, a little gin, to get your courage up to go over the hill, knowing every 1 out of 3 guys over the hill got killed, 1 out of 3 got maimed, and 1 out of 3 made it. And he goes, doot, doot, over the top, lads. We'll just take you 3. One's going to be dead, one's going to be maimed for life, and one's going to luck out. How do you instill the confidence in these 3 meatheads? Training, 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 and confidence in the system works. I tell the young kids, don't talk to the old guys. Because lack of success rubs off. That's why you are where you are, because of your families. A couple of you have got some reasonably successful by normal standards parents. And there's a method to my madness in the questions that you filled out. What's the highest performance thing you've ever done? What's the highest performance thing your parents have ever done? Siblings. Some of you say 0, 0, 0. Some of you say coming to this event. Some of you say coming up with the money to come to this event, because you were raised, for the most part, low standards. Low standards equates to low self-esteem. Low self-esteem equates to lack of self-confidence. And I can go on from there. If you have to get ready, you're in the wrong game. By not theory, but by practice, even a mouse, when it's backed into a corner, will fight. Even if it's against a big dog or a big lion, or even a little teeny mouse. If you push it hard enough, it'll fight. Fight might not last too long, like with take a dive raft, but I mean, they'll fight. But the sooner I can get you to fight where you're not scared shitless in a corner, because when you're scared shitless in a corner, you may come out swinging, but I mean, you're swinging an aerial, but not being effective. What this helps you to learn is to be more prepared at the drop of a hat. Like I can sell like what they used to call an elevator pitch. I can sell, elevator doors closed, boom, I can sell, no matter what it is. I have never bought flowers, candy, gifts, anything for anybody in my life. Never. I'm abusive, they tell me. They say I'm a bully. I don't agree with that, but if you weren't a bully where I came from, you didn't get past the 5th grade. And yet I continue to get gifts. And I ask you, everybody in this room, and I know everybody in this room, how has your program worked out of being a pleaser? Well, if your program had worked out, you wouldn't be here. And if love and religion got the job done, you wouldn't be here. Where is love and religion the most predominant? In the poor countries, right? And how in the fuck has that worked out for them? It hasn't. We have a 7-step program here. They have normally 12-step programs. And the 12-step program, my name's Dan, I'm an alcoholic, and I've been sober 16 hours, 16 minutes, 42 days, right? Then the next meeting, they come back, they say, hi, my name's Dan, I'm an alcoholic. And I slipped. You can hardly hear the word slip out of their mouth. And then everybody comes up and jelly rolls them, you know? This ain't that kind of program. Fuck you, get out! But it's the antithesis of that. Now, AA and those 12-step programs have been not just popular, effective for 70, 80 years, maybe longer. And, but we are at the complete other end of the continuum. And And I don't know what the sober effect or as a percentage is, but if you accept slips, there are going to be slips. For those of you that have degrees, secondary degrees, doctors, lawyers, you're doomed. The odds are stacked that much more against you to be able to complete QLA because you've learned to regurgitate sequential facts. This is not a sequential program, i.e. why it's called quantum leap, because you leap over the steps. And even though intellectually, maybe giving you the benefit of the doubt, you're capable of intellectually leaping over the steps, in actuality, very few are. Because we have two bank accounts in life. We have an emotional bank account, we have a financial bank account. Most of you are fucking dirt poor from a financial bank account, but you're even more dirt poor from an emotional bank account. So for those of you that have a few $1 million, which is, by normal standards, I guess okay, it's chump change, but your emotional bank account's lower. We've had a lot of success in the last year or two. And as long as we don't go to war with Russia, war with Iran, although I'm against war with Iran is not going to hurt us at all. War with Syria is not going to hurt us at all. War with North Korea will hurt us a little. Unfortunately, there'll be a lot of collateral damage. But at the end of the day, from chaos comes order, and we're going to make more fucking money. Remember, I predicted 17 of the 20 things Trump was going to do in his first administration. He did all but 3. He didn't bomb Iran, he didn't bomb Syria, and he didn't bomb North Korea. Well, he's fixing to do the latter 2. And you heard it from me fucking first. Now, why do I know these things? Why do I know the top of Bitcoin? December 2017. Why did I know the top of the oil market? August of 2014. Because there is no algorithm, compression algorithm, for experience. And the other fucking meatheads that you've gone to be heretofore. Of course, I know Doc knows every fucking dipshit guru in the last 45 years. You only have 2 times to make a first impression, right? 1, the way you look. And vis-a-vis QLA, we cover that pretty solidly. And number 2, when you open your big fucking mouth. So you can tear away all your looks and your dress and you look professional and you open your mouth and you say something stupid. But if you follow the scripts, that won't happen. So you can act self-confident. Self-confidence is, you can put the word acting. Self-esteem is for real. If I'm in my boxer shorts, and back in the 90s, I used to give a seminar in my boxer shorts sometimes, to make a point about first-time impressions, what they look like and how they talk. But within 4 or 5 minutes of me pitching in my boxer shorts, my Madras boxer shorts, with a teacher that says, fuck you, they forgot the boxer shorts and the fuck you, maybe they didn't forget the fuck you t-shirt, but I was selling. And so I overcame what I looked like because of my smooth baby shit coming out of my mouth. But self-esteem is what you really feel about yourself. Self-confidence is what you show others.
And self-belief?
Well, self-belief, these are all intertwined. Okay, if you really have self-belief, you have self-confidence and you have self-esteem. And it's been proven that 80% or some high percentage of the guys that get in the first punch win. And I knew that from my dad. And so as we're using, you be a good boy. And and you got so many toys, why don't you share them with Billy? Fuck Billy! We're not sharing anything. His parents should have bought him some fucking toys. Leave my toys alone. And just the opposite. I don't think anybody in this room was raised, don't share. Don't be generous. Don't be this, don't be that. But the self-belief is what it's all about. And I believe that political correctness is a manifestation of lack of self-esteem. The world doesn't think much of itself, the people within the world, and that's why Gallup poll said in 2017 that 87% of the people on the planet are unhappy. I think it's higher than 87, but let's just say it's 87. With all the modern technology we have, and that's with everybody fucking around and doing this shit, they're still unhappy. 87%, let's say the Gallup is, right. What does that say about the 200,000 years that more or less we've been on this earth as humans? Not much. So it's an easy story for me to sell that we're past it, you know. I'm only right about 99.5% of the time. I really do hope that half I'm wrong and we're not past it. Josh Kim, rightfully or wrongfully, is on the spend 125% of the money he makes. He doesn't want a backup. Now, it's funny to say, how can you have a backup when you're 18, 19, 20 years old? I don't know any 20-year-old kids that have a backup, unless they're thinking of their parents as a backup. And most parents, not all parents, most parents would not let their kids go down the tube. Some of your kids deserve to go down the tube. For those of you that have 4, 5, 6 months savings or a backup plan, you should act like you have no backup plan. Because subconsciously, you know, it's like, again, I'm sure I'm not the only student that waited till a day before the exam to study. But this program is no different. A lot of people, and that's why I've done away pretty much with the mentor program in terms of a year and 6 months and that kind of stuff, because we took numbers, or I didn't do spreadsheets. I haven't done a spreadsheet in 25 years. But we had to figure out, when did the kids start being more successful? When did their success rate on calls, in meetings, one-on-ones, making offers, LOIs, when did it really start to get meaningful? And it gets meaningful about 8.5, 9 months into the old program, which was a year. And when were they kicking the ball into the net? Between the 11th and the 15th month, because you wait too long. And human nature is mostly optimistic. Not all, as we all know, we've been around negative people. And so, and then when we cut the program from a year to 9 months to 6 months to 3 months to 2 months, the success ratios went like this.
It's good to get your adrenaline running like that. And that's one of the reasons we have in your reports, if you remember, what did you do to scare yourself? That's the whole purpose for that. Because most people don't do that. And some people say, I can't be scared. Well, I'll show you how to get scared, okay? You can be scared, but you don't, you know, not everybody has to jump out of a plane, skydive. No, you know, not everybody has to do some of the things that some of the guys do. Of course, that stuff costs money. So you can scare yourself. We've had guys, and I'm not recommending this to anybody, go into Starbucks, Chicago, wearing a diaper by the Loop, the Starbucks by the Loop on Michigan Avenue, wearing just a diaper. Okay, we've had guys naked on Madison and 54th Street in the intersection, lie in the middle of the intersection, naked. Didn't even get arrested in New York. I mean, I can give you shit that'll scare you or make you uncomfortable, you know. So don't tell me you can't find anything. You know, Marcus is thinking about that guy naked in the middle of 54th and Madison. We've had guys, again, I'm not recommending this, little guys go find a big guy in a bar and pick a fight with him and get their fucking ass kicked. You know, I'm not recommending that either. But there are ways to scare yourself. But you want the adrenaline to respond when you want it to respond, not when somebody else makes adrenaline. You want it to do it yourself. You want it to be a conscious effort on your part to get pumped up. Now, some of you were doing push-ups and jumping around, and I was teasing you. It's too late. If you're skipping rope now, it's too fucking late. You skip rope real well, Marcus. You look great skipping that fucking rope.
Yeah, well.
I mean, and he went backwards and all. Well, it didn't do him much good. You were skipping rope. You were skipping rope together, you know. And then all of a sudden, when he found out he was going to fight with you, fuck, you know, this is the wrong guy. But, and some of you were push-ups, or press-ups as they say in this country, and some of you went to do some dumbbell bullshit, or, you know, it's too late. You know, if your body wasn't used to this stuff, you're not going to be able to get yourself tuned up in, you know, a few minutes. But that was nervous energy.